According to the National Institute on Aging, up to 40% of women over the age of 50 have trouble staying asleep through the night. Some lie awake until midnight. Some fall asleep early but wake up at 3 in the morning and cannot fall back asleep. That feeling is lonely, quiet, and confusing. It is not something easy to share with others. Have you ever had a night like that? You feel tired but cannot sleep. You feel sad but cannot cry. All you want is for morning to come quickly so you can escape that restless in-between feeling. Dr. Lisa Mosconi, a leading expert in female brain research and hormonal changes after menopause, has pointed out that poor sleep in older women is not only caused by changes in hormones, it is also related to quiet evening habits that go unnoticed. And in this video, I will share with you 4 common bedtime mistakes. These may seem small, but they can affect your hormonal balance, physical well-being, and your body's natural ability to recover. If you are over 50, make sure you watch this entire message. It may change the way you take care of your health each day. Which country are you watching from? Please leave a comment below. There is something that few people talk about. Sleep is not just a problem that happens at night. It reflects a quiet shift that has been happening inside the body over many years. After the age of 50, a woman's body begins to enter a profound phase of transition. At this time, the systems that control circadian rhythm, hormone balance, and the body's ability to recover naturally also begin to decline. These changes do not happen loudly, but they directly affect the quality of your sleep each night. One of the most important factors is the change in hormonal function. According to analysis by Dr. Lisa Mosconi, a neuroscience expert at Weill Cornell Medical College, hormones act like messengers that carry signals between the brain and the body. They help regulate temperature, emotions, heart rate, and sleep. As these hormones gradually decrease over time, the internal sense of balance is also disrupted. That is why many women in midlife find it harder to fall asleep or wake up multiple times during the night without a clear reason. Not only that, the brain during this stage also starts to lose its flexibility in managing the deep cycles of sleep. The parts of the brain that once helped you relax easily after a long day now have to work harder to achieve the same effect. As a result, even small changes in your daily routine can interrupt your sleep. According to the National Institutes of Health, NIH, short or shallow sleep may lead to many consequences, such as memory decline, reduced immune function, increased feelings of fatigue, and worsening of the hormonal imbalance that already exists. Have you noticed your body reacting differently after a sleepless night? It is not just tiredness. It is a quiet message from a body that needs to be cared for in a new way, and sometimes just a few small adjustments before bedtime can help you regain the calm and comfort that once felt familiar. Below are 4 common mistakes you may be making in the evening without even realizing it. Mistake number 1: eating before bed is not the problem, but choosing the wrong foods might be. Many people believe that having a small snack before bedtime is a good way to prevent hunger and make it easier to fall asleep. That is not wrong, but what matters even more is what you eat and when you eat it. After the age of 50, the digestive system begins to slow down. The way the body processes sugar, protein, and fat is no longer as quick or efficient as it once was. This means that foods which once seemed harmless in the evening can now become a burden on your sleep. A piece of sweet fruit, a small cookie, a glass of milk with sugar, these can all cause a sudden spike in blood sugar. When blood sugar rises in the evening, the body has to work to bring it back to a stable level. This process comes with an increase in body temperature, a faster heart rate, and disruption to the brain's rest signals. As a result, you may feel restless, have trouble falling asleep, or wake up during the night without knowing why. Not only that, certain foods that are high in salt or saturated fat can cause mild dehydration during sleep, leading to dry mouth or nighttime thirst. When you wake up to drink water or use the restroom, your deep sleep is already broken, and it is very hard to return to that original state. According to the National Institutes of Health NIH, eating too close to bedtime, especially if the foods stimulate blood sugar or the stomach, may increase the risk of ongoing sleep difficulties in older women. So what you need is not to skip dinner, but to choose the right kind of food that supports a changing body. If you do need a light snack before bed, choose options that help calm the body and stabilize blood sugar. A small spoon of soft-cooked oatmeal, a warm cup of unsweetened milk, a few soaked almonds, or a warm cup of chamomile tea without caffeine. These foods are not only easy to digest, but can also increase your natural sense of relaxation. After the age of 50, your body does not need much. It just needs the right things. And sometimes, changing just one bedtime snack can bring sleep back like an old friend you thought was lost. Have you ever tried shifting to a lighter evening meal? If not, this might be a gentle but important beginning to your journey toward better sleep. Mistake number 2. Using electronic devices right before bedtime. Have you ever told yourself, just a few more minutes and then I will turn it off? One short news story, one quick video, one last scroll through social media before closing your eyes. But sometimes, those few minutes end up keeping you awake for hours. The light that comes from your phone, tablet, or television screen is a kind of blue light. This light can block the production of a very important hormone for sleep called melatonin. Melatonin is the hormone that helps your brain recognize it is time to rest and send signals for relaxation. When blue light appears in the evening, the brain gets confused and thinks it is still daytime. As a result, it delays the switch into sleep mode. According to research from Harvard Medical School, exposure to blue light within 2 hours before sleep can greatly reduce the body's natural melatonin levels, especially in people over the age of 50. The result is a feeling of false alertness, like getting a second wave of energy. But in reality, the body is just fighting off sleep signals in a tired and confused state. Even more concerning is the effect of the content you absorb before bed. A negative headline, an emotional video, or even just scrolling through a chaotic stream of images. These can overstimulate the mind. The brain does not have time to cool down or reconnect with its natural rhythm of rest. Instead of spending the last 15 minutes of your day with a screen, try replacing that habit with a gentle routine. You can listen to a quiet piece of instrumental music. You can read a few pages of a printed book or simply sit in stillness and follow your breath. This is how you tell your brain that everything is calm now and it is time to rest. Your body has worked for a lifetime. Do not let artificial light and endless information take away its right to feel at peace at the end of the day. What if tonight, before bed, you left your phone in another room and gave yourself a space of complete quiet? You might be surprised to find sleep returning to you like a cool breeze after a long, hot day. Mistake number 3. Not calming your emotions before bed. Have you ever found yourself lying in bed, eyes closed, lights off, but your mind still racing down a long road with no end in sight? An old memory, an unfinished task, a few words that left you unsettled. All those things you thought were behind you quietly rise up again as the night falls. The truth is, it is not only the body that needs to be prepared for sleep, Your emotions do too. When you carry a full day of worries into your time of rest, your nervous system remains in a state of alert. The brain is not ready to relax. Your heart rate is still higher than resting level. Your muscles hold a slight tension, and so sleep becomes heavier, or it does not come at all. According to a report from the National Institute of Mental Health, emotional stress related insomnia is more common in women over the age of 50. This is due to changes in the brain regions that regulate emotions and in the hormones that help balance mood. What is most concerning is that most people do not realize that unrelaxed emotions are one of the deep causes of sleep disruption. The good news is, you can change this. You do not need to master advanced meditation or learn complex techniques. Sometimes, just a few quiet minutes with yourself before bed is enough to help your body shift into rest. You can begin by sitting still on the bed, close your eyes, inhale slowly, hold your breath gently, then exhale with ease. Repeat this 4 times. Each breath is a message to the brain that everything is complete for today. Another way is to write down 3 things you feel grateful for. They do not need to be big, just real, simple, and sincere. Writing helps release the mind and shift your focus towards something positive. Or you can gently whisper to yourself a short phrase, I have done my best today. Now I deserve to rest. You will see that when your emotions are soothed, sleep becomes softer too, like a door opening gently, without force, without effort, just letting go, breathing out, and trusting that tomorrow will be better. Mistake number 4, ignoring the signals from your bladder and body temperature. There are nights when you go to bed early, but just a few hours later, you wake up feeling uncomfortable. Sometimes it is the urge to use the bathroom. Sometimes it is a sudden rise in body temperature that makes you sweat or feel overheated for no clear reason. These small sensations may seem minor, but they can completely disrupt your sleep cycle. And if they happen night after night, your body can fall into a long and tiring spiral of exhaustion. After the age of 50, the bladder becomes more sensitive. According to statistics from the American Urological Association, many women in this age group begin to experience nighttime urination or increased frequency without an obvious cause. This happens due to changes in hormonal function and the structure of the pelvic floor muscles, which gradually reduce the ability to control the bladder over time. Another very common reason is the habit of drinking too much water in the evening, especially after dinner. Many people worry about dry skin or constipation and try to stay hydrated late into the night. However, if you do not manage the timing of your fluid intake, your body will be forced to eliminate excess water during the night. This makes you wake up to use the bathroom and interrupts your deep sleep. In addition, changes in internal body temperature are a common cause of sleep disruption in women after midlife. When your body's ability to regulate heat begins to decline, even small changes in room temperature can make you feel uncomfortable, cause back sweating, or force you to wake up and adjust the fan, air conditioner, or change clothes. That is why, before going to bed, it is important to pay closer attention to your body's signals. Try to use the bathroom one last time before getting into bed. Limit fluid intake after 7 o'clock in the evening. And more importantly, create a sleep environment that feels cool, gentle, and breathable. Choose lightweight clothing and bed linens made from natural fabrics like cotton. One simple but effective tip is to keep your bedroom at around 23 degrees Celsius. This is considered the ideal temperature for helping the body relax into deeper sleep. You can also use a small warm water bottle placed on your lower abdomen before bed. This helps relax the abdominal area and supports the flow of inner energy. Do not ignore the small signals your body gives you. Sometimes, just changing one simple habit is enough to open the way to a restful night and a new morning full of energy. When you were younger, sleep came as easily as breathing. But after the age of 50, you begin to realize that restful sleep is no longer something you can take for granted. However, this does not mean you have to accept restless nights. Your body still has the ability to sleep deeply. It simply needs the right support. The 3 simple habits below not only help improve your sleep, but also support your biological rhythm, balance your hormones, and calm your nervous system naturally. The first habit is setting a fixed bedtime every day. Whether you slept well or poorly the night before, try to go to bed and wake up at the same time each day, even on weekends. This helps your body rebuild its internal clock and makes it easier to enter a state of rest without effort. The second habit is taking a warm bath about 1 hour before bedtime. Soaking or washing with warm water not only helps relax your muscles, but also signals the nervous system to shift into relaxation mode. According to a study from the National Institutes of Health, NIH, taking a warm bath before bed can reduce the time it takes to fall asleep and improve sleep quality in older adults. You do not need a long bath. Just 10 minutes is enough to begin the natural calming process. The third habit is spending 5 minutes reconnecting with yourself before sleep. No phone, no planning, no analyzing. Just sit quietly, close your eyes, place your hands on your belly, and feel your breath. This is a simple yet powerful way to bring your mind back to the present moment. Ease the worries of the day and create a gentle space for your body to prepare for rest. If practiced regularly, these 3 habits will become familiar signals that help your body know it is time to let go. The night is for rest, for renewal, and for healing without effort. You can begin tonight. You do not need to do everything at once. Just choose one habit and stay with it for 7 days. Your body will thank you for it. There are changes in life that come so slowly, you hardly notice them. Then one day, you look back and realize you have gotten used to sleeping lightly, waking up in the middle of the night, feeling tired in the morning, foggy in the mind, and emotionally low without knowing why. But you do not have to accept this as an unavoidable part of aging. Your body is still listening. It is still waiting for a gentle and proper signal from you to be cared for again. Today, we have walked through 4 common mistakes that make sleep more difficult after the age of 50. Choosing the wrong foods before bed, letting screen light invade your rest time, carrying unrelaxed emotions into sleep, and ignoring the quiet signals from your bladder and body temperature. These may not seem like major problems, but because they are small, they are easy to overlook. And that is also why sleep can be hard to improve unless you begin by looking at the simplest things. Along with that, you now have 3 gentle habits in your hands to begin the journey toward better sleep. No need for big changes. Just a little consistency each night, a fixed bedtime, a warm bath, 5 minutes of quiet before closing your eyes. That alone gives your body a natural chance to recover, a chance for your hormones to regain balance, for your female health to be supported, and for you to wake up to a new day with a kind of energy as gentle as the first light of morning. If you found today's message helpful, do not forget to subscribe to the channel and share this video with your loved ones. We will continue to share more about nutrition, exercise, and herbal support to help improve health in later life. What is your favorite way to take care of your sleep each night? Share it in the comments below so we can all learn from one another.